Every single day people walk into my office convinced they're doing everything right. They walk consistently, 30 minutes, sometimes more, and yet they come to me with knee pain, chronic fatigue, numbness in their legs, and a general feeling of getting worse, not better. The first question I ask is always the same: how exactly are you walking? Because the problem almost never is that people walk too little. The problem is that they walk wrong. And wrong walking isn't just wasted effort. It actively destroys your joints, wrecks your posture, overloads your cardiovascular system, and drives chronic inflammation through your tissues. This is especially critical after age 50, when your body launches an entire cascade of physiological changes. Muscle mass begins to disappear at a rate of 1 to 2 phntrm every single year, a process called sarcopenia. Your joints stiffen because cartilage has no blood supply of its own. It literally starves without proper movement. Your basal metabolic rate drops and your circulation becomes less efficient. Walking correctly works on all four of those systems at once. But walk the wrong way, and you get a new problem on top of the old ones. Today, we are counting down the top 7 walking mistakes. Stick around until the end, because mistake #1 is the absolute most common error that 90 phntrm of people make the second they step out the door. Coming in at number 7 is a mistake nobody talks about. Not in a clinic, not in a gym, ignoring recovery. The general assumption is that walking is such a light activity that no recovery is required. That assumption is dead wrong. Let's start with water. Muscle tissue is 70 to 75 phntrm water. Even mild dehydration, a 1 to 2 phntrm reduction, measurably reduces muscle elasticity, slows recovery, and increases the risk of cramping. Then there is stretching. During walking, your muscles work in a shortening mode. Without stretching afterward, they remain slightly shortened, becoming tight and rigid over time. Finally, rest days. Many people reason that if walking is good, more walking is better. But your body does not adapt during exercise, it adapts during recovery. The fix: after every walk, drink a glass of water, and do just 5 minutes of gentle stretching, especially for your calves and lower back. And remember, taking 1 to 2 rest days per week is not laziness, it is the correct protocol. Moving to number 6. A mistake that did not even exist 20 years ago: walking with your phone in your hand. People scroll through feeds thinking they are taking care of their health, but they are not. First, it destroys your posture. Your head tilts downward, rounding your shoulders and compressing your chest. But the biggest issue is safety. After 50, the vestibular system in your inner ear and your body's proprioception, your sense of position in space, begin to fade. Because of this, your brain increasingly relies on visual input to maintain balance. When your eyes are on a screen, you stop seeing uneven pavement, curbs, or wet surfaces. A fall after 50 frequently means a fractured wrist or a hip fracture, which leads to extended immobilization and surgery. The fix: most people hold them stiff at their sides or shove them in their pockets. Walking is a whole body cross pattern movement. When your left leg steps forward, your right arm swings forward. This hardwired pattern distributes the load across your spine symmetrically. When your arms don't move, your spine must compensate by over-rotating in the lower back region, which can easily trigger pain. Plus, you are missing out on recruiting the muscles of your upper back and chest, meaning you burn fewer calories. The fix: bend your elbows slightly, roughly 90 degrees. Allow them to swing forward and back in a natural rhythm, opposite to your leg movement. Number 4 is an extremely common pattern for busy people. Walking rarely, but for long distances when you do. You sit all week, then take a 1 or 2-hour walk on the weekend. From a physiological standpoint, this is fundamentally wrong. Your body does not respond to isolated bursts of activity. It responds to repeated, consistent signals. A single long walk after days of rest is a massive stress event for cold, unadapted muscles. The next day, you hurt, and you draw the wrong conclusion: my joints are weak. Your joints are fine. Your loading pattern is wrong. The fix: 20 to 30 minutes of walking on most days of the week, 5 to 6 days, is the minimum effective dose for your cardiovascular system. If you currently walk once a week, start with 3 times for just 10 minutes and build up gradually. Entering the top 3 is the topic people pay the least attention to. Footwear with age, the natural shock. Absorbing fat pads on the soles of your feet thin out. That means your shoes must pick up the slack. If they don't, every single ground impact travels straight up the chain: ankle, knee, hip, lower back. Furthermore, the muscles and ligaments of the foot weaken, often leading to acquired flat foot, which changes the load angle on your knees. The fix: you need adequate cushioning in the heel and forefoot, proper arch support, and a flexible sole in the front portion so your foot can bend naturally. And most importantly, replace your walking shoes approximately once a year. The cushioning materials inside the midsole lose their shock, absorbing properties long before the shoe looks worn out on the outside. Just one spot away from the top. At number 2, we have a biomechanical catastrophe: wrong posture while walking. An adult human head weighs about 11 pounds. But when your head shifts forward by just 1.5 to 2 inches, the load on your cervical spine multiplies. Instead of carrying 11 pounds, your neck and upper back are now holding 45 to 55 pounds continuously. Walk like that for 30 minutes, and you come home with a massive neck ache. Furthermore, when your shoulders roll forward, your lungs cannot fully expand, meaning your brain and muscles receive less oxygen. The fix: this is the single most common mistake across every age group, and 90 PHNTRM of you make it the second you step outside. You start your walk too fast. People hit full pace immediately to save time. But your body is not a car. You don't just turn a key and run at full capacity. When you start fast, your muscle fibers are cold and lack elasticity, leading to microscopic rips in the tissue that cause chronic pain over time. Worse, your joints are running dry. Synovial fluid, the protective liquid inside your joints, pools while you rest. It needs a few minutes of gradual movement to spread evenly across the cartilage. Plus, a sudden spike in intensity puts unnecessary stress on your blood vessel walls. The fix: spend the first 3 to 5 minutes of every single walk moving slowly. Deliberately, leisurely slowly. This costs 0 additional time. After 5 minutes, your joints are lubricated, your muscles are warm, and you can safely pick up the pace. All 7 of these mistakes carry different levels of risk, but the damage caused by them is 2 to 3 times more serious after 50 than it is at 30. The same mistake your body forgave at 30 will generate real symptoms at 55. Walking is one of the most accessible and effective tools available for your health. You don't need a gym, you just need a conscious approach. Small changes in how you walk produce real long-term results. How old are you right now? Write it down in the comments. I want to know which age group this video hits closest to home for. If you found this helpful, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so we can reach 100,000 subscribers. One informed, healthy person at a time. See you in the next video.